How we doing, guys? Welcome back to number 5 of A Look Behind the Post. This show is about helping people break out of their comfort zone in fear of video. It's something I suffered with myself for a long, long time. And I do anything, absolutely anything, to distract myself and to use up my time so that in the day, there'll be no time left to make a video, and I say I'll do it tomorrow. So this show forces me to turn up every week, and it also helps my guests to make their first content for their Facebook page or for their YouTube channel. So if you're watching it, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, leave some feedback. Let my guest know, how well she's done. She's a little bit nervous, but we all get nervous. We're gonna rock it out today. Michelle, English, thanks very much for coming on. I know it was a short notice, and it's the day before Christmas Eve, so time can be
you're
precious.
welcome.
You're welcome. So
I'm glad to be here. Thank you, Alan.
No, I want to have everyone on. I love these because it's very rare that we actually get to really speak. I know we talk in the groups and stuff.
That's right. That's true.
It's nice to get to know the actual people, and that's why I called it A Look Behind the Post, because you never really know who's posting.
Okay, so I'm number 4 or 5?
You're number 5. You're number 5.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Great.
So well, it's I thought about skipping it this week, and then I was like, no, if I start skipping it, I'm gonna be like,
right. Okay. you getting in that groove.
Yeah. That's what I know. This will go out Christmas Eve, and
Right.
so please, if you're watching, leave some feedback. I know you're busy. You're trying to get your shopping done, your presents wrapped, but it's very important. The whole idea is encouragement, to help people, a little bit of motivation to keep making videos. So do leave a comment and let Michelle know how she's done, or maybe you're interested in something that we speak about. These are never scripted. We just jump on and have a chat. But Michelle, what part of America are you from?
I live in Pensacola, New Jersey. I'm originally from Jamaica, but I've been here now since I've been 8 years old. So I've been here most of my life.
Wow.
And I've been in New Jersey most of the time.
You don't. The only thing I know about New Jersey is from the movies, but you don't have the real strong New Jersey accent.
No, I don't have a New Jersey accent, and I don't have a strong Jamaican accent either.
Do you remember coming when you were 8 years old? Do you remember moving?
Yeah, I remember it. I remember the whole thing. I remember very vividly. I remember coming in the whole experience, and I've been back a few times. So I've been back to Jamaica a few times. So yes.
I'd love to go.
Yes.
Was it
nice blue waters over there.
A friend of mine has just come back from a cruise there, and he said it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I still, even with being here all these years, I'm not used to the cold weather. So in Jamaica, it doesn't get cold. It's warm all year round. So yes.
Don't come to Ireland. It's
no, I couldn't come to anywhere that's colder than New Jersey.
New Jersey gets a lot of snow, right?
Not a lot. We've been getting more snow over the last couple of years than normal. But like more towards the North Jersey gets more snow than anything else.
Yeah, if we get snow in Ireland, the whole country just shuts down. It's like, don't know what to do.
Oh, really?
We can handle a bit.
You don't get snow over there that often?
Not very often. No, every couple of years. But
Wow!
It'll come to a halt.
Oh, so I might be able to come over there. You don't get snow that often. That's awesome.
We have cold winds, but no snow.
Cold winds. Oh, okay.
Bring a big coat. You'll be fine.
Oh, wonderful. Bring a nice big coat.
I've just noticed everything is very red on my screen. I thought I was being festive, but it might be too much for a look at.
Well, you and my mother today is very red. She's all redded out. It's the Christmas spirit, I guess.
Your mom's just turned 70, is that right?
Yes, we just had a birthday party for her about a week and a half ago. She turned 70. Yes, she did.
Oh, her. As I seen it, I seen pictures of the was it like a shoe cake or something, or am I mixing that up with?
Yeah, that
That looked
was
really
the decorations, and she had a ice sculpture that was a 70 ice sculpture.
great. No
It was
way.
all decorated out for her. She loved it.
She's a glam lady.
Yes.
And
She's asking when is the next party. I told her we were still recovering from this one.
that's good. That's good. That's great to see, especially at that age, that people still loving life.
Yeah, she's very active. She hardly ever stays home. She's usually on the go. She
Yeah.
runs around more than I do. So you'd never know she's 70. You never guess she's 70 years old. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
I'm really sure in the picture I was like, oh, that must be your sister. And then I read the writing. I was like, no, that's
Uh-huh.
you look
Yeah.
70. I wouldn't give her
Yeah.
70.
Yeah, she doesn't even have one wrinkle on her face. It's terrific.
I'm actually jealous. I've got a million.
No, you don't.
I'm only 35 and I'm ruined.
No.
Oh. But then, have you
So
brothers and sisters?
yeah, I have three brothers and two sisters.
And they all live in New Jersey with you?
Uh, three of them is in New Jersey. The other two, no, I'm sorry. Four of them is in New Jersey. One is in Jamaica.
Uh, on those really cold days, do you ring the one in Jamaica going, oh, how warm is it?
No, on the cold days, I see the pictures that they have down there, so I get jealous.
I imagine so.
But yes, when it's the winter time up here, it's I went down one year, it was winter here, and it was like maybe 40 degrees, and when I went there, it was like 80 something degrees. So when it's winter here, it's still warm down there.
Jealous.
So
I'm
yeah.
looking out at the wind and the rain and stuff and thinking about that. Oh, that just sounds bliss.
Yeah, yeah, I don't do well in the cold weather, so
No. Well, you look good. You look like you're handling it pretty well.
well, I've adjusted, but I'm still not completely used to it. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. That's it. How long have you been working online?
Uh, I probably about 2.5 years. I was with a couple other online companies that I'm not going to mention the names, but they didn't do very well and they went out of business unexpectedly.
Yeah,
So I'm starting to realize that that happens with the online stuff every once in a while. So
yeah,
you really got to be more careful with choosing a company. I mean, nothing is 100%, but you can do a little bit more research and try to get a better company that you want to promote and have your people get into. So that's what I did this time around. I went for a more stable company that's been around for a few years.
yeah. Well, I was the same when I started. The first two companies
Right.
I joined within probably 2 months of me starting were gone, and I was going, "Wow, this is what I thought
Wow.
it
Yeah.
was. None of this is real."
Right.
Um,
Right.
and then you learn like the little red flags that you're looking for, and
Right.
you learn
Exactly.
what you want to see.
Right.
And then obviously, I mean, you're a member of FutureNet. Anyone that's watching this on my channel will know I'm a huge fan of FutureNet, and
Right.
it's where I found my success, and probably where you found the majority of your success online.
Absolutely. One of the other companies that I was with did last about a year, so I
Yeah,
was doing pretty good in that one when they went when things went left
yeah,
or
yeah,
started going down. So I was doing good in that one also. So very similar to FutureNet with some of the things that they're doing. I just think FutureNet is a lot more stable because they have the additional streams of income, which I'm coming to realize that without the additional streams of income, it's very hard for the companies to maintain
Yeah.
the structure and the payout to the members without those additional streams of income. And with the other company, they did not have the additional streams of income. So
Yeah.
that I think that was part of their downfall.
Yeah. Well, I think transparency is a big thing with me. Like, and it's one of the reasons,
Absolutely.
especially in the early days when I was with FutureNet. I think I was
Right.
with them maybe about 3 or 4 months, and all the servers went down. I obviously been through two companies crashing, and I was like, ah,
Right.
they're gone. But
Right.
genuinely, within an hour, Stefan Morgenstern, the CEO, was on a Facebook Live, explaining,
Right.
no problem, we'll have it fixed within 2 hours. Apologies,
Right.
and an hour and a half later, everything was back. And it's just
Yes.
those little things, and you go, okay,
Well, that helps a lot. Because I mean, even with me, because I was in a few companies that did unexpectedly happen, you do get a little nervous when those little hiccups happen. But so far, it's been a great experience with FutureNet. I mean, I know we've had a little issues with the computer system or the system, and they've been working on it. And I'm looking forward to the new system coming up for the new year. So that's good news.
it's a massive job though that they're undertaking.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I know a lot of people get impatient, but
Right,
if they didn't take the time to do it right, and they, something is missed, like there's almost
right,
5 million members. If
right,
something is wrong with a small portion of those, and they start
right,
complaining, if they miss some ad packs or they miss some commission,
right, right.
you want them to take the time and to do it right. And I'm happy that
Absolutely. I agree. I'd rather wait and have them to do it right.
yeah,
And then, I mean, it's better for all of us.
big
You just
time.
have to have a little bit of patience and let them do what they need to do.
Yeah, big time. That's
Yeah.
so. Your first few companies failed. Do you mind me asking you, like, what made you keep going? Like, why didn't you walk away?
Well, I looked at both of those companies and I saw that the revenue share, even though a lot of people were, kind of saying they're hesitant to go into another revenue share, but I looked at it that both companies lasted for a year. So I said to myself, if I knew it was a great concept and a great idea. So I said to myself, if a company, whoever that is, could figure out how to get past that 1 year mark and maintain the ad packs, it's going to be terrific. But it seemed like to me, from my observation, as soon as the companies hit the 1 year mark was where you were going to see whether they were going to make it or not.
Yeah.
Like once they got over a year and into a year and a half, that's the point right there where most of them fell apart.
Yeah.
So I knew the concept of the revenue share was a good idea. So I was looking for a company that could pull it off further than the year and a half. And when I saw FutureNet, I think they were already into like 2 years in on their ad packs.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, well, there's something that they did that the other two did not do, why they were able to maintain these packs for 2 years and they're still running. So then I realized that they had these additional streams of income, which helped them to maintain the packs, where the other two companies that I was with did not have the additional streams of income to be able to maintain over a year and a half the ad packs. I came in originally really focused on the ad packs, and because the other two companies that I was in mainly did very similar to the ad packs, so I was already familiar with the concept of the ad packs, and they called it a different name, but it was mainly the same thing. So I knew once the company could get past that year and a half, I was willing to give it another try.
Oh, good for you. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I felt that I didn't have an option. Like, I don't know if you know my story. A lot of people in the Albert Road know my story of
Right.
it kind of crumbling, and I moved back home to my parents' house with my daughter, and everything was crap. Um,
Right.
I found like earning online as a way to get out of that. And even when
Right.
the first two companies folded, I was still like, I just need to find the right company. That's all I
Right.
kept saying. And
Exactly. That I think that's very important to find a good company.
yeah,
Um, I mean, and I have a full time job, so I have you know other funds coming in, so I was able to take that chance another time around
yeah,
without you know it being like a complete. I had a kind of like a backup system, so
yeah,
I was willing to give it a try, and I said to myself, well, what if this one does work? And sometimes people get hung up and think about what happened in the past, but I just kept thinking to myself, what if this does work? Like, what
yeah,
if this works out? Then it's to me it's less of a risk to take a chance on this and find out if it works out than to stay thinking of what all the other two that didn't work out. So that's the way I look at it.
yeah. But
Uh,
for anyone watching this at home, FutureNet is a social media platform. It's been around about 6 years. It's been online for 4 years, and they have multiple ways to earn. Just if you're a little bit confused, but whether you're watching this on my channel or Michelle's, there'll be a link there and to contact us or to get more information. But that's just, sorry to cut you off. It was just
no
um,
problem.
was actually one of the comments I got back. Someone had watched some of the shows and they're like, "Yeah, but I don't still don't know what you do." I was like, well, the whole point of the show was that you don't know what I do. It's like I didn't
Mm,
want it to be focused on marketing. I like people's stories, but I didn't want
right.
to be like drumming home the business stuff,
The business. Yeah.
because the whole idea is to get to know you or whoever the guest is. But I'm always very curious what makes people keep going, especially
Right.
after they've something has collapsed or something has failed.
Right.
It
And
fascinates.
the majority of people um, do. I could understand why they're still a little skeptical after something like that happens, but I do a lot of mindset training almost daily, so I kind of preparing myself for anything that could possibly happen. And I think that's part of it mainly also. Like I've been doing this for a couple years where I do mindset training every morning. So I think that's part of helping me when these type of things do happen. I kind of look at things with the glass half full instead of half empty.
And do you mind me asking, like, what you do? Is it like you'll watch a motivational video or?
I do. I listen to a lot of podcasts and motivational. One channel, I think it's a Law of Attraction. They do motivational video every day. So I'll do 15 minutes of that in the morning every day. Just different type of things like that. Listen to a lot of the podcasts like the Yellow Brick Road has a weekly show. I make sure I listen to that every week and
Nice.
just different type of things. Yes, nice plug for the Yellow Brick Road. I actually, how I found out about the Yellow Brick Road. I'm in another group for FutureNet also, and uh, my upline brought me into that group, and he sent me a link over for the Yellow Brick Road. So I started checking out the different videos and getting on the weekly webinars for the Yellow Brick Road. So I like the system, and I'm gonna eventually get the marketing system also
Yeah.
to go along with what I'm doing.
Well,
Right now, I wasn't really using a marketing system as of yet.
having a system can change everything because it makes things a little bit easier. Um,
Right,
I know, like when I first started, I was trying to talk to everyone, and like, obviously, you get a lot of kind of tire kickers, and
right,
they're
right,
just kind of curious. But if
right,
you can just get them into a system and have the system educate them, just
right.
take a little bit of time. And then you can also I just before we jumped on here, I sent out a broadcast. It was like an individual message that will go to
Right.
everyone email list.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's helpful. I mean, I've been just pretty much word of mouth. And if I'm in conversation with somebody and they ask me what I'll do, I'll send them a video. And that's basically what I've been doing, just on one with mainly the people on my Facebook
Yeah,
that, I've inquired about what it is that I'm working on. Then I'll send them a kind of intro video to mainly focusing on the future ad pro portion of it.
yeah. And this might be a silly question. Do you text them or do you jump on a call?
I do everything through Facebook Messenger. Actually,
Yeah, but would you do
I I
often? Just
I
something.
I have jumped on a call with someone, some of the people if they request it. I will jump on a phone call with them. But usually I like for them to watch the video
Yeah,
first to at least know what it's all about. Because
yeah,
I don't jump on a call and explain everything to them. I
yeah,
don't do that. I let the video explain what it is and go through all that type of stuff. So that cuts it down a lot.
yeah.
But
'Cause when I first started, I used to spend hours on Skype talking to people.
yeah, I don't.
Um, you're trying to answer the questions, you're trying to,
Right,
but then I was like, well, hang on, if you're not willing to watch this video,
right,
maybe it's 20
exactly.
minutes long, you're
Right,
not gonna stay consistent enough to work with me anyway. So it's,
exactly.
you know, you do, because some people they're like, no, I have to get new signups. I want to get
Right,
the right signups. I
right.
want to work with people who want to work with me. That's
Okay.
just I
I
kind of
mean,
changed how I thought about it.
right. If someone I send them the video, and even if they might not have watched it, I'll still introduce them to the group
Yeah,
and get them into the group, and the group they'll see all the activity going on in the group and get an idea and see what it is that we're doing, what we're up to. So I'll do that before I'll jump on a call with them. I'll put them into the Facebook group.
good stuff. You're doing everything right.
Yeah, I'm trying. I've basically done mainly one-on-ones, nothing as far as that's why I said I'm going to test out the nothing as far as getting traffic or any of that more advanced type of thing. I haven't gotten into any that type of stuff yet, so
Yeah. You mentioned
I'm looking into it.
you were thinking of starting a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And this will be my first video for the channel. I've never done video before. I've never done an interview like this before, so it's all a first for me.
Yeah, that's.
Um,
I don't like to think of these as interviews. We're just chatting and people get to watch. That's it's a little bit more relaxed.
yes, I'm actually not nervous at all, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's really good.
But yeah, I've heard a couple people say doing the YouTube videos, it's a little better for people to get to know you. Also, they see you and see your face. So
Yeah,
I figured this will be my first one, so I'll give it a try. See how that
I'm
works out.
delighted you came on.
Yeah. Most of what I've been doing over the last, 2 to 3 years, I've been mainly building up my Facebook, my personal Facebook profile, doing a lot of different things to just network with people, and close to, I think I got like 4,800 friends at this time on
Wow,
Facebook. So I've been putting in work on that part. Yes.
that's a lot of people to say happy birthday to every day.
You know what? I say, did I tell you happy birthday recently?
No, it's not. It's not
Because
my
I do.
birthday till August. But
Huh?
it's not my birthday till August, so you've loads of time.
Uh, okay, because I do say happy birthday to everybody.
I do.
I
Sometimes
I don't. I,
and sometimes like you don't actually know the person. Sometimes I'm like I don't even know who that person is, so I won't say happy birthday. But if I've spoke to them and like
right.
if I know them, I'll say happy birthday.
Well, because I have quite a few people now, what I do is I can't get to it every day to say happy birthday. So I do mine in batches.
Right, right.
So on a Saturday, I'll do 4 days worth of birthday wishes, and then on Sunday, I'll do the other three. So between Saturday and Sunday, I'll kick it out and knock it out within 2 days and wish everybody happy birthday for the week.
Oh yeah,
Every once in a while, I'll get somebody say, "Oh, you're early." I said, "I know I'm early. I like to be your first."
very good. I like
So
that.
yeah, a lot of times I'm like the first person to wish them a happy birthday because I'm actually doing it in advance, a
Yeah.
couple days in advance. So I get to hit them to be the first person each year to wish them a happy birthday.
Oh, that's actually very clever. It is very.
Yeah. So I've been doing that now for the last probably 2 years.
Well,
So every
if you were recording videos, even
uh-huh,
twice a week, and
uh-huh,
directly uploading them to Facebook, and you continue,
right.
you're wishing people happy birthday. That's you connecting with that person, so they will see your feed for probably 24 to 48 hours. If you
Oh,
continue to
okay.
do that, more and more people are going to
Yeah.
see your videos and connect with you more.
Yeah. I mean, I've been connecting with them for the last 2 years, wishing everybody a happy birthday. So
Oh, good for
that's
you.
how I stay connected to them one on one. I make sure that's like part of my routine every week. To That's why I couldn't remember if I did you this week or not because I have quite a few people that come through like each week. So,
No, because
but that
obviously I only met you through Yellow Brick Road, and it was just
right,
a couple
right.
of weeks ago. So
Yeah, well, I think I've been on the Yellow Brick Road now. It might be like a month and a half,
yeah,
but I a lot of people see me in the Yellow Brick Road because I actually do status. I'll tell what my results are once a week.
yeah,
So I post in the group once a week and let everybody see like how I started. I started with 2 ad packs actually, and I'm close to almost 50 ad packs right now. So
tipping point.
uh, yeah, it's getting up there. It's a little slow in the beginning, and people get a little frustrated in the beginning because it's slow. But once it gets moving, you'll see like a lot. It's a lot different as you start building it up.
Yeah, well,
So
back when I started, I had to save for 3 weeks to buy my first one.
right, right.
Like I was broke, my back was against the wall, nothing. So like FutureNet has really changed everything for me.
Wow, that's awesome. Is this the first company that you've really had like success with? You'd consider
Yeah,
success with
yeah,
as far as the online business?
yeah. I always say it's the first company that actually put real money in my pocket.
Oh, okay.
Like obviously,
Yeah,
even if I'm testing something new, and
right,
obviously you'll make a little bit of money and you'll withdraw it and maybe just to make sure everything kind of the whole circle works.
right,
And more often than not, I just leave them. It's I say to the guys all the time, it's so hard to promote other things when you know FutureNet is when I feel FutureNet is solid, and
right,
it's very hard to bring because I have a little team, so and like obviously I care about them and I don't want to see them lose.
right,
Obviously if they see something else and they go that way themselves, that's one thing.
right,
But I don't want to be the one to say this this is so good, and then it's
right.
not to be.
Yeah, because I mean, we don't want to recommend something to someone and then I mean, none of us can guarantee 100%, but if you do a little bit of research ahead of time, you can kind of get a better idea of what companies are a little better to introduce, especially people you don't want to bring them into something that you think is not a stable
Yeah, yeah.
company.
And what do you do outside of online?
Oh, I'm a full-time accountant. I've been an accountant for over 15 years. And so I work full-time for a company here in New Jersey.
Right.
So
You,
that's what I do full-time.
Yeah, I'm not good with numbers. Well, I'm good with numbers when it comes to money, but I could never work out my taxes.
I'm the other way around. I've always loved numbers, and so everyone always says, "Isn't accounting kind of boring?" I said, "Well, no, I'm used to it now." And I've
Yeah.
always loved dealing with numbers, so it's actually been a good thing for me. So, uh,
What's your kind of goal with online? Like, is it just to help pay the bills, or do you have bigger goals?
online, I am eventually. I am still working at the my other company, but I am putting more of a focus on online, and it's a good thing to have additional sources of income.
Yeah.
Whether you've been with a company for 15 years, you still should work and try to have additional sources of income coming into your household and not be dependent on any one thing. So
That's
that's
attitude.
yeah, that's mainly what I've been focusing on for the last 2 years.
Nice. Would you ever consider, if it got big enough, would you ever consider working online only? Would you drop your
Uh, Absolutely.
yeah,
Oh, absolutely. I would. I actually, I love being home. I love working online, and online, I'm a more a people person, so I love like my online people. I love working with them. So
sure.
I enjoy it. I actually enjoy working online and talking to my Facebook friends and posting and getting responses and comments and interacting with them on a daily basis. So it's kind of nice.
Well, I've seen your posts, and you're very consistent with it, which is great. I tend to like post, and then because I'm so busy, I'll come back to it later and reply. But
uh,
not with the same consistency you do.
I've been doing it for the last 2 years, but I mainly post on the weekends. I'll post on the weekends. On Sundays, my day. Like today, I posted in the morning. So Saturday and Sundays when I'm doing most of my posting, because I'm not working. I work Monday through Friday. So Saturday and Sunday is my free days. So I
Yeah,
make sure I have an hour each day. I post on Saturday and an hour on Sunday, and do all my birthday wishes and all that stuff. So all of that stuff is getting kind of batched over the weekend. So during the week, I'm not really posting that much.
yeah,
I don't know if you probably don't notice because I'm consistent with posting every Saturday and Sunday,
yeah,
but I'm mainly just in the groups on throughout the week, like just looking at other people's posts, and I might comment on somebody's post or like a post or something like that. So throughout the week, I'm not physically posting. I'm just mainly just going in the groups and seeing what's going on in the groups throughout the week. So that's how I'm able to stay consistent because my actual posting is done on the weekends,
yeah.
and
That's
my
consistent.
birthday wishes and all that is done on the weekends. So even though I have a full time job, I'm mainly doing my postings on the weekends.
Nice.
So it's been working out for me doing it that way, and I find when I was doing it every day, I was finding that I wasn't being consistent with it. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to do it when I can and when I can be consistent Sunday, every Sunday for the last 2 years. I've been consistent with it. So I said, even though if I only do it once or twice a week, if I'm consistent with once and twice a week, that'll work out better than trying to do it every day and feeling exhausted and burnt out.
Yeah.
So that's been working.
I remember to a point where I used to try and post 3 times a day, and I
Yeah,
did it
it's
for a
too
short while,
much.
and I actually felt like I was like, oh, so when it starts to bother you, you know you're doing
Right.
something wrong. So you're not
Exactly.
going to engage it. Um,
Right. I think everybody has to find like that balance of what it is that you can absolutely do every single week where it's not going to be overwhelming.
Yeah.
If it might be posting once a week and pick a particular day, like I pick Sundays, and Sundays I'm posting. On Saturdays, I'm giving my results. Like Saturdays are results, and Sundays are posting. So, and I find that I'm not as overwhelmed because I'm only doing it for the 2 days.
Yeah.
Just checking status on within the groups of what's going on throughout the week as I can.
And what would you do to unwind?
What do I do to unwind? Oh,
Yeah.
I go. I love massage. I'll go for massage. I go in the mall. I love to shop.
Everyone loves
And yeah, most women love to shop, and I love going to the movies, and just hanging with my family. And I've been on a few vacations over the last few years. Been to Florida. Just I love vacationing. Also, visiting new places and things like that. It is what I love to do.
Well, if you keep going the way you are, you'll be working online full time in no time.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to be consistent.
Well, you're doing it. You're nailing it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The most time I spend on Facebook is inside Daydream No More or in Yellow Brick Road, and
Right.
you can see the people that are consistent.
Right. Well, I find, I was mainly focusing on my profile over the last maybe 2 years. So within the last 2 months, I've been more focusing on the groups. And I find that within the groups, you get a lot of people within the groups like notice what you're doing.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of surprised. A few people were saying, "Oh, I've noticed your posts in the Yellow Brick Road." I'm like, "Okay." Like, I guess it's not, a few people that will post and be consistent with it.
Yeah.
So when I do post, I get a lot of people that'll say, "Oh, I noticed. I saw your post here. I saw your post there," and I'm like, "Okay." The groups seem to be
Yeah.
people in the groups are like a lot more focused on what it is they want to get accomplished.
Yeah.
At least that's what I'm picking up.
It's good for everyone though. Like obviously people are watching you even when you don't think they are.
Right.
If you're using the system and people are coming into the Yellow Brick Road knowing that you're their sponsor and there's no sign of
Right.
it, you're not anywhere.
Right.
They're not going to be very inclined to want to take that next step. But if people
Right.
see that you're consistent, like that, even if it's every Sunday, once a week, there's a result.
Right.
So I know on Sunday morning I can go into the group now and see how things are going for you.
Right.
And over time, you stand out loads. And I
Mm.
remember when I first started doing it, I felt a little uncomfortable. I was like, because it's not my group. Um,
Right.
it was Mark, like before me and Mark became friends. I was like,
Right.
oh, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do this or I should do this.
Right.
Honestly, like everyone is welcome, and we love seeing the results coming in,
Right.
and people's little stories and stuff. But I remember, I don't know if you know Sean Powell. Do you know
Yeah,
Sean
I know
Powell?
Sean. Yeah, yeah, I do. We're friends on Facebook.
Yeah, yeah. I was kind of doing this stuff for about 4 months or so, and Sean gave me a shout out in one of his videos, saying like,
Right.
like this guy will make it, because he's being consistent. Dun, 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 dun.
Right.
And
Right.
I remember going, oh shit, people know me. What's going on? It was
Yeah.
just really, um, but yeah, and
It's
that's the first time I realized that I was like, oh, even like, people watch, even though if they've never comment or they never say anything, they watch.
Yeah, I had one person say, "Oh, I've been following your videos in the Yellow Brick. I mean, your posts in the Yellow Brick Road," and the person had never like commented or
Yeah,
liked or anything. So I was kind of like, "Wow." Like people are actually watching your posts, and they'll say, "Yeah, I've been checking out your post for the last couple times, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
people are noticing like what you're posting and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think of Facebook a little bit like high school. There's kind of these
Uh-huh.
little cliques, you know.
Hmm.
Someone from this clique doesn't really want to engage because like,
Right.
if I put something on Facebook, I don't get a whole lot of engagement, but I'll get
Uh-huh.
people PMing me going, so what's the story with? Can you help me? But
Oh,
they'll
really?
never comment
Okay.
where everyone can see, you know.
Mm.
But it's
Okay.
I think of it as like the jocks and the goth kids, you know, they can't really talk. Uh,
Right.
but you put
Well,
something out
I've been like to give value to my Facebook people. I've been posting. I do a lot of motivational and inspirational type of posts on my personal profile to keep people kind of motivated. And I've been doing that for the last. I've been on Facebook now for maybe like 8 years. So I have certain people that they'll come on every post, and I know them. So I actually I depend. I know what they like, and I actually track what they like, and I have certain posts, and I'll repeat them based on whether they'll tell me what they like. So I keep track of it on a. It's like a little notepad type of thing. So I know exactly what posts they like and who's
their kind of
how
style
many.
and
Yeah, so my people seem to like the motivational stuff a lot, so I try to do a lot of that on there on my personal profile.
see this is why I like these shows because you get these little really how different people look at things. I find
Right.
fascinating. And you always take away a little nugget, you
Hmm.
know.
So what's the nugget that you just took away? Just curious.
Just the fact that you track what your audience, if you want to call them that, what they actually like. Whereas
Yes.
I have a tendency just to go, this is what I like. There it is.
Right.
I don't care if you don't like it or not. That's
Right. Well, there's a lot of posts that I really love and I like them, and I put them up there and they don't like them. So I'm like, oh man, I thought they would really like this, but they don't. So I'm like, it's not always about you, like what you like, because you might think they like it and they don't.
yeah,
And then another one you put up there and you're like, oh, this is might seem a little ordinary, and they love it. Like,
yeah.
so,
The more I think, the more real it is, the more
uh-huh.
people like it because it's so rare to find on social media now. It's
All right.
everyone wants to post a picture with the Ferrari or the Lamborghini, and they're going,
Right. Yeah.
"These are great." I'd much rather read
Well,
a post from someone saying, I'm not where I want to be, but I made $200 this month. I'm so happy. That's my groceries paid for, or whatever it is.
right, right.
I'll follow that person.
And
Anything.
and right. And I mean, if it how I track is I track anything over 20 likes, or if the likes in the comments are over 20.
Yeah.
So if I get anything over 20, then I know that they at least like it a little bit. So I've gotten from I think the most I've ever gotten, I got 300 likes one time. And that was when I posted something about I was getting an award for one company that I was with. So they really love when I tell them like more personal things about myself or my what I'm working on or I've accomplished. I get a lot of likes on that type of stuff. Or when I shared with about my mom and her 70th birthday, and I got a lot of likes on that. So
Because
it's not even, huh?
it's real.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not, and a lot of my stuff that I get the most likes on are not business related or anything to do with that type of stuff. It's just like ordinary day to day life type of things, like
Yeah.
my mom's 70th birthday, or just different type of stuff like that. So I get, I
People
said,
want to see
okay,
they want to, as
yeah,
much as people might want to know what you're doing in your business. They want to know
right,
you.
exactly. So,
I hope watching
uh,
videos like this is something that they can get a little peek in to meet you.
right, right, right. So I've I actually I took what is that? It was a fourth. I just got out of it. Maybe this is why I got the confidence to now start doing my YouTube video. I did a 14-day marketing challenge,
Right.
but I went through the challenge, but I didn't actually do it.
Right. Okay.
So now I was scared to do the video. It was all 14 days of doing Facebook Lives, and I couldn't get up the nerve to click the button and go live. So I figured I'd start here with you and see how it goes. I just couldn't get up the nerve to click that button. Just I don't know what it was. I said I was gonna do it, and I went through the whole 14 days, and I just never did it. So this is my first time, and I actually hear what you doing it. So
And it's easy, right?
yeah, it's easy. It's not as bad as you think. I think when you haven't done it, it's a lot more scarier when you're thinking about it and you get the butterflies in your stomach and all that stuff. But once you start doing it, it's really not that bad.
Yeah. Well, I remember like even recording my first few videos. I buy 4 of the same T-shirt because I'd be sweating that much. Even recording the video, I'd have to pause it, change my
Right.
and then keep going. And it was just me. Like it wasn't live. It wasn't anything. It was just me seeing
Right.
myself on the computer screen. Used to freak me out.
Right.
And it's,
Oh, okay.
but
Oh,
these shows have I know that they're to help like you and whoever comes on
right.
much more because obviously I'm in every one. So
Yes.
just this show alone for 5 hours, I've been sat in front of the camera, and it becomes a little bit more comfortable. And the
Right.
more you do it.
So my next challenge now is to get the YouTube channel up and running, and this will be my first video
Good.
on YouTube. My very first.
That's what if you get that as soon as you get that done, you should PM me the link so I can put it underneath this video.
Absolutely. I will.
If you need help with any of that stuff, I'm going to be off for a few days over the holidays, so just let me know if you need any help at all, and I'll make the video available for you. Do you use Google?
What was that?
You have like Google Drive?
I'm not very technical. That's why I've been really putting all this stuff off. Not very good with the technical stuff, and I wouldn't even know how to do the Google Drive thing, to tell you the truth. So it's going to be all new for me.
No,
learning.
We can jump on another call like this, and I'll get screen share, and I can walk you through it all.
That sounds wonderful. I'll definitely need the help.
Yeah, everyone needs help. Like I said to you before, like the amount of help Mark gave me when I first started out was incredible. So what he's done is really trained me to be a good sponsor, I think.
Wow, that's awesome.
I know a lot of people will sponsor people and then that's it. It's just no, you're on my team. If you need help, you YouTube it. Sometimes it's nice to have that one-on-one help. Mark's doing it loads of times.
So how long have you been in FutureNet?
2.5 years.
Oh,
I actually joined FutureNet at the same time I joined another company, and because the other company paid a bit more, I was like, and FutureNet was just a social media platform. There was no the friends trees and the social media platform. And I kind of went, it's interesting. I don't really know. I'll come back to it. And that's where I should have put my focus.
Right.
We all learn.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
I think we all got pulled away from those other companies that were offering the huge returns a day and all that stuff, and the problem is they're offering the huge returns, but they're not sustainable. They're not stable. So that's the problem. You put in all that work and it's not stable.
Yeah. Well, what do your friends and stuff think, or what does your mom think of you earning money online?
Oh, my mom's in it too.
Your mom in FutureNet?
Yeah, my mom's in FutureNet. No. Yeah, she's 70. She's in FutureNet.
Why isn't she on the call? Where is she?
She went to church today, but yeah, she's actually in FutureNet. And my sister's in FutureNet also, and I think I have two other people in FutureNet, so two friends. So, but yeah, my mom is actually she's the one that gets me into most of these things.
Right.
She's in another one, and but that one I do passively, and she's more active in that one, but I do that other one passively, because I love crypto, so I buy some coins out of the other one.
Yeah.
But I'm more focused actively on FutureNet.
You know what? I'm really impressed. Your mom is 70 years old and earning online.
Yes.
I'm so impressed.
She's more into the stuff sometimes than I am. I gotta tell her, oh my God, are you gonna talk about coins again tonight? Because she is so revved up on this stuff. It's like, wow.
But that's great. That is
she's awesome. Most people don't think she's 70, but she wasn't good with she's gotten on Facebook and she does WhatsApp and she's just doing all kinds of stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, she's like, aren't you on WhatsApp? I'm like, no, I'm not.
That's brilliant.
And she's 70, so I'm like, wow, she's really getting to all this social media stuff. I'm like, oh,
I love that.
Yeah.
My nana is like 86, and she has a Facebook. She's very rarely on there.
Right.
That's what we don't really. Is everything okay? You're on Facebook. What's going on?
Well, my mom doesn't do Facebook too much. She's more WhatsApp, but she'll watch a couple of videos on Facebook every once in a while. But she's more active on WhatsApp.
Go, Mom.
Yeah.
I love that. That's because people thought that I was when I said I'm going to earn some money online. People in Ireland thought I was mental.
Yeah.
My first month I made like less than $4.88 or something. I was going, look, I showed you. Look, that's it.
I made something.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
But that's all I
needed. So, do you?
The belief was there.
Yeah. Do you have a team of people, or do you have anybody that?
Yeah.
How many do you have?
I've personally signed 160.
Wow.
Yeah, no, they're not all active.
I know. Wow. That's a lot.
I have about maybe 10 or so that are active.
Oh, okay. Now, are you finding that most of your signups, was it before you did the system of the Yellow Brick Road or after you did the system?
It was with the system of the Yellow Brick Road. It was 2.0 and then 3.0. Oh, sorry, 3.0 and then 3.5.
So the majority of the 160 that you have gotten signed up is through Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's great.
That's something I couldn't have done on Facebook.
Right. Well, I've been doing it on Facebook. It gets a little difficult after a while because it's a constant follow-up.
But that's where the system comes in, and the system follows it for you. You know, and then you obviously the system's working for you, but if there's a question that comes to your inbox, or if someone replies to a mail, you get it as a fresh email, and you can see which email it came from and what their response was, and then you talk to them as normal.
So that's my second to do.
Yeah, it looks the marketing system we're talking, obviously for anyone watching, is the Power Lead system, and it allows us to share sales funnels so that the whole system is set up for you. You just pop in a little code and the whole email campaign and web pages and all that are there for you. It makes it really easy. But when you first open up Power Lead system, because it's huge, it's a huge system, it looks very complicated, and you'll find that you really only use about 2 or 3 tabs, and that's it. Like I set my system up once, I don't have to go near it again. That's it. My emails come back to my inbox. I don't worry about it.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah, it's super easy.
Mm.
Although I know people go,
I was scared off because, like I told you, I'm not very technical. I always get stuck on something really small and technical when it comes to the systems. So I've been going on the weekly hangouts and stuff like that, but that's another fear I got to get over and get into the power lead system, yellow brick road system.
tell me this, and you can tell me to sod off if you want.
Uh-huh.
After doing this video, would you come on the hangout?
Oh, would I come on the hangout?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. The hangouts, or I consider it, it's usually on a Wednesday during the daytime, so I'll probably be working. So I'll have to see. Yeah.
I'll get you on your vacation sometime. We'll get you on.
Oh yeah, maybe one day when I'm on vacation, I'm off. I'll get on that. I'll jump on the hangout. I watch the hangouts every week, so I'm very familiar with it. Yeah.
Everyone is welcome on them.
Okay. Yeah. When I get free, I definitely feel more comfortable, I would say.
Yeah.
Talking.
You're really very calm on camera. Like there's no worries. It's just.
I guess it's because it's my first. It's probably my mental, and because you know when you haven't done something, you always make it out to be worse than it actually is, and then when you actually do it, you realize, well, it really is not that bad. But
the thing is, like, even if this had been live,
right,
still would have gotten to this point.
Right. Absolutely.
You know? And that's what the show is about, just making that little penny drop.
Yeah, and I like that you just go with the flow. Like nothing is scripted. I didn't know what you were going to ask me. I didn't know what the conversation was going to be like, and it just is a nice, easy flow.
It's different for everyone.
Yes.
No one wants to get on a show that's like, okay, we have to talk about this and we have to talk about that.
Right.
No one wants to do that. The idea is to get to know you as a person. It just happens.
Right. Just a general conversation.
Yeah. Relaxed.
Yes. Absolutely.
That's another thing. You jumped on with a complete stranger, and we've talked for an hour.
Wow, has it been an hour already?
You see,
wow.
So my hope is that it gives you that little confidence boost, and I do see a YouTube channel from you. I can subscribe.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting that going.
We definitely we'll jump on a call and we'll screen share and we'll get you all set up.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good to me. Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
You have to promise me one thing though. If I help you get it set up, at least maybe once a week, a video.
Oh, once a week a video?
Not too much.
I gotta learn how to do the video first, and then I'll let you know. Okay. I might have to add that into my Sunday schedule of what I do, because that's when I usually do my posting and stuff like that.
You only need an extra 10 minutes.
Is that short for these videos?
Yeah.
Most of the time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I probably push it to the Sunday when I'm available, huh?
Yeah. What I'll do is maybe later I'll send you one of I used to do these little update videos once a week. I'll send you one of my old ones, and you can get an idea, but put your own spin on it.
Right.
People like to just kind of follow along and go, well, that's where she was last week, here she is now. So, you know, or if they're watching you, if they start watching you today, that they can look back 6 months and say,
right.
Every Sunday morning, there's Michelle's video. Look at how she's doing. She's doing great.
So you think it's best to pick a particular day and just go every day, every week on the same day?
It's whatever day works for you. It's not about the audience can watch it anytime. You know, the people that are going to find you on YouTube and Facebook, they can watch the videos anytime. But if
Right.
you can't make it something that you're consistent with, you're gonna like I was saying to you before we jumped on this call. I considered not recording this because it was Christmas week, but I knew
Right.
if I let 1 week slide, I'm gonna
Right.
go. It's okay. I don't have to do it this week, and it'll become
Mm,
a trend. I don't want that to
right.
happen. So you
Okay.
pick a day that's good for you to do it, and
Right.
it really only takes 10 minutes.
Oh wow. That's great.
So a
I've been
video,
consistent.
I'll see a
I've
video
been consistent with the post, huh?
I'll see a video every
Well,
week.
yes.
If I don't on Monday morning, you'll see a message from me. Hey, where's your video?
I've been doing my post consistently for the last 2 years, so I'm sure once I get up and running with the video and it's 10 minutes, that shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, and it's
So,
you just jump the same way as you did here. You jumped on. You just
uh-huh.
the only thing is that there's no feedback, so you are just kind of talking to your screen.
Right.
But it's the same as having a conversation with someone, and
Great. Well,
your feedback or the answer should come back in the comments as people go,
right.
"What's the story with?" And the conversation continues.
Right. Okay. Wow. I'm looking forward to it.
Don't let me put you on the spot now. Would the
No,
help?
I was actually gonna do it anyway because I told you I went through the 14-day marketing challenge, but that one was for live video. Like I think that was even scarier to do live video as my first one. But I just I got all the materials through the 14-day of what to do for the videos, so it's just a matter of getting the video done.
Yeah,
So
well, I'm gonna be
I
watching.
think
Wait and
I
see.
think the YouTube for me will be easier to start out than trying to do the live
Yeah,
for my first one.
even your live videos you can pull down and put on YouTube.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh okay. I
So
didn't know that.
once you have your
Uh
videos done, your lives,
huh.
I'll show you how to do
Yeah.
it.
Oh wow. That's great.
That's it.
Wow. See, I'm learning all kinds of things today.
Yeah, well, don't ever like think if you ever have a question, you just pop it into the
Uh
group.
huh.
Someone will
Okay.
know the answer and be willing to help.
Right. Okay.
That's what we're here for.
Wonderful. I mean, I've gotten even from you so far a lot of help, a lot of help, and I've only been in the group maybe about a month and a half. So I'm very thankful.
Oh,
Thank you, and thank the guys from the Yellow Brick Road.
oh, you're too
You
kind.
guys are very consistent also with your weekly webinars, so that's a good
Oh,
thing.
we try. I go mad when I miss one. I go mad. 'Cause, I work some night shifts, so I think like once a
Yeah,
month I miss it.
right,
But I'd be trying to take it off as a holiday and just just so I can do this.
right. Yeah, yeah. Mm,
But no, but people helping people is what it should be about. Like
right,
I don't care whose team people are on or
right,
none of that stuff matters. If we're all on the same path, we're all trying to better ourselves and make our situations better.
right. Absolutely.
That's
I
all.
agree. I agree. And I mean, online stuff, it takes a little while to get it going.
Yeah.
You just got to be consistent, but you'll be surprised when people tell you, "Oh, I've seen your stuff here and there," and you're like, "Wow, they're watching."
The craziest thing that ever happened to me was I checked into a hotel and there was I sat down at in the foyer and
Uh-huh.
ordered a coffee and I was sitting there for a while and there was a woman across the way and she kept staring at me.
Right.
And I was like, because she was a much older woman. And my
Mm-hmm.
friend came down. I was like, oh, "Can we just leave? Because this lady's freaking me out." And as I got to
Right.
leave, we had to walk by her. She said, "Do I know you from YouTube?" I was,
Wow.
no, no. And she's like, "I'm sure I got a video of yours." And she's going like this on her phone. That is you. Look. I was like, "Yeah, that's me." It was the craziest thing.
Wow.
Like
Wow.
I don't have a huge channel or anything like that, so it was very strange to bump
Right.
into someone who just watched your video the night
Ah,
before.
wow. See, it's amazing.
Yeah, strange but amazing.
Yeah.
But
So those type of things happen.
yeah, well, the more well, I'll tell you, the way Mark used to explain it to me was you want to spread yourself out across the internet as wide as possible so people can
All
find you.
right. Mm,
So,
all right.
like when I do, even if I do a Facebook video, I'll put it on
Uh-huh.
YouTube, and I'll also put a blog with it, and it'll go on a few different blogging sites.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
and obviously they all lead back to the Yellow Brick Road.
Mm, okay.
And we have,
So you're doing a video one time.
yeah, that's, you can repurpose your content. So what I would do is I would write it's called like a spin article. So
Mm-hmm.
you write it, there's a certain style to write it in. It's called spin tech,
Mm-hmm.
and so you'll use different phrases.
Right.
So like if it was I went to the shop, or and then you can put it in spin tech. I'm going to the shop. It changes
Mm-hmm.
the article enough that you don't have to keep
Ah.
rewriting
Oh, wow.
it. But yet, so Google sees it as new content, and then obviously your
Right.
video there too.
Ah, okay. When you're using it over again. Okay. Hmm. Awesome.
It'd be a new post each time, but because like I would use blogger.com and
Mm-hmm.
Steam, a few different blogging
Right.
platforms. You don't want to put the same one everywhere because
Right.
it'll get a spam score then. So you need to change
Oh,
that you can use it, so it's fresh each time.
that's for just for the articles, right? Not
Yeah,
you can do
yeah.
the
So the
videos.
video can go anywhere and everywhere.
Okay. Okay. It's wonderful.
That's like the next thing. You don't even have to worry about
That's a that's the next level.
it. Don't even worry about that.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Wow.
it's been really nice chatting to you.
Oh my
I
goodness.
actually, I thought you would struggle a little bit, but you jumped on, not a problem. Like no worries.
Thank you. It's been wonderful being here. Thank you for having me on, Ellen. I appreciate it.
No worries, and Merry Christmas. Maybe next time, maybe the week that when you do come on the hangout, bring your mom.
Bring more mom. Yeah, I'll bring her.
Yeah, yeah.
They'll be surprised. She's 70 years old and into this stuff, right?
I love it. I love it. I think that's amazing.
So no one can say I'm too old to do this or that because she's 70 and she's making it happen.
Yeah, and
I think she might be up to like 10 or 15 packs, something like that.
good for her. Good for
So
her.
yeah, she's been in it for a couple months too. Yeah, she's doing awesome.
I always think it's good for people to see people from all walks of lives and ages and all that.
Yeah,
If one person in the same situation you're in can do it,
right, right, exactly.
just you need to
And
get those excuses out of your head. Just
right.
nah.
And the thing is, you don't need to start with a lot of packs. I started with 2 packs,
Yeah, I started
and
with one.
you started with one, right? See, yeah. People think you need start with a whole bunch of money. You don't.
No.
You can get started with 1 pack, and it'll build up, build up.
Yeah,
You just have to be patient.
surely.
Slowly but surely, absolutely. Thanks again for having me on, Alan.
No worries. You're welcome anytime.
All
Um,
right.
guys, if you're watching this video on my channel or Michelle's, you're going to see a link underneath where you can work with myself or Michelle. But especially if you're watching this on my Facebook or my YouTube, there should be a link. If Michelle has set up her YouTube channel and sent me the link, I will have it under both. Please go and subscribe. You will start to see a lot more content from her. Leave some positive feedback. Leave a love heart. Let her know how well she's done. It's not easy on TV shows, especially when the nerves kick in. We all get nervous, but you know we're trying to break through that. It's something that should be encouraged. And on that note, I'll wrap it up, and I will see you in the new year. Merry Christmas. Stay happy, stay safe, spend it with the ones you love, and we'll see you in the new year for the next Look Behind the Post. Thanks, guys.